Hey guys, today the topic is, the ex says she still loves you. Where do we start? It's best to start at the moment of the breakup, because that's when people like to say things like that. But first you have to understand the connections. Attraction, attachment, and love. This is exactly the order in which your relationship with each other came about. You felt attracted to each other. Not only physically, but also emotionally. You fit together and could be who you are in front of each other. Then came the bonding with shared memories, shared moments and shared goals and physical closeness. And from that comes love. The initial feeling of being in love is not love in my eyes. Everyone has that, with every new one you think it could be something, because pheromones are being blasted through your head by your body and you want, like a junkie, your next dose of her and of it. That's nice, and without it, attraction and bonding don't happen that fast. But it's not what love is all about. And if you think you have to have that tummy tingle all the time, you've been watching too many Disney movies and should find yourself a good psychologist. Anyway, these three things. Attraction you must permanently maintain, otherwise the feelings disappear little by little, and attachment is something, yes, that can also be interrupted, but it never disappears completely. Think back to an ex from 5 years ago. One where not everything was lousy. Maybe your feeling of infatuation, your attraction to her is gone, but when you think of her you remember good moments you both shared. And don't feel bad about it, do you? I mean, maybe I'm totally wrong right now. This is a very individual example, but one of the pillars why everyone has a chance to show their ex that the decision they made was wrong. So what about love? It comes from a feeling of connection, which comes when there is attraction and connection. If one of the two pillars falls away, it does not necessarily mean that love has to be gone. The feeling of being in love, yes, that is clearly gone when the attraction is gone. But the love and connection? The shared memories and also how they see you and know you. What they wanted all along. That can stay. However, hopefully by now you also know that especially women, as far as their feelings are concerned, live in the moment. If she feels right now that although love is there, she thinks it can't go on like this. They don't feel attracted to you anymore, got a note from you emotionally or just found a better option, then love alone is sometimes not enough for them to justify a relationship with you anymore. And then they are gone for now until you have restored your status as a serious man and their best option with you. At the moment of separation, there are two options. They say they still love you to reassure you and not inflict more pain, because you definitely still mean something to them. I'm just saying commitment. If you haven't gotten on their nerves too much yet and accept their opinion, it will probably be the case. Or they really still love you and had to justify that decision to themselves differently. But in that case, none of that is enough for them anymore. A woman who really feels love for you without any reservations will want to stay with you for all the world. But what does she do? She leaves. What must you conclude from this? That the feeling in her was not enough and her words are unfortunately outweighed by her actions. That her love is not equal to your love for her. And that these words are all well and good for you at that moment, but ultimately absolutely worthless. At best, you get your hopes up too high and don't make any effort to improve. After all, she loves you as you are and just needs to experience a little bit what it's like without you, right? No, not quite. Because if she should come back like that, she will come back to the same relationship where the feelings were too low for her to keep and also a break from each other. People who love each other don't need a break from each other. This is a separation in installments and you have to make up so that she checks that such a crap simply does not work. If they are curious about how it is without you, then they should be allowed to experience it properly. Just don't wait for them, you are not someone to be put in the broom closet while someone else is allowed to join them on the couch. And don't tell yourself that women who say they need time for themselves are not about that. That's usually where an orbiter has made himself interesting. But anyway. That's another topic. Love after separation, it may be there. The transitions to the bond and all the commonalities in your former relationship are fluid. You don't just forget, and even if they say there's nothing left, you can't forget that quickly, or you can hide feelings from you behind imaginary walls for a short time. And they like to do that. When they say that they love you, at least they are honest, but that brings you absolutely nothing at that moment. Neither the one, nor the other. What is said after a breakup is in 99% of the cases totally irrelevant for your dealing with it. Except maybe for the real reason, so that you can work on it for yourself. And most of the time you already know the reason without talking to her about it. The best thing you can do is to go to no contact and isolate yourself from her so that you don't fall too far. Sure, if she wants to talk, go for it. You don't ignore her, but she will soon realize for herself what her love for you is worth. For herself, without you constantly around her, who can be her support. This can turn out positive, as well as negative, and in both cases you need to work on yourself. Because a relationship that ended like this is over and should not be reheated either. You want, if anything, something completely new with her. No feeling is final, so don't worry about what she says to you after the breakup. There was a reason she broke up. But you have to respect it either way and you can't change it at that moment. This is one thing that has to click with her. You have no way to trigger that click with her. Take care and see you in the next video.